Good morning, everyone, and welcome to IEIA's Young Professionals Program. We're really glad to have you all here as part of this program. As you know, that this initiative has been taken by IEIA to boost professional development among the young professionals of the sector. It's not only a one-off session. This is going to be an entire journey. So wherein you will have the mentors with you. We will be conducting sessions every month with different topics chosen, and different mentors will be there to support you, guide you through this journey. And through the year, as we move on with other sessions also, you will have the opportunity to reach out to these mentors for any support, any guidance required on the specializations that they possess. In fact, they're going to be the masters of the trade, and with rich experience, as we have today's speaker also. We really hope that this will be a very interesting journey for you, and a very meaningful, participation. You'll be getting the participation certificates for each session attended, and there'll be a lot of activities that will be conducted during the sessions offline, as well as we're also going to build an online community. So please be there and make the most out of this initiative. This will also open up many more opportunities for you, and you can come forward, be part of IIA's initiatives, be volunteers in our programs, and a lot of group learning can also happen. So, wish you all the best. And I would like to invite our president, Mr. Bala Subramanian, to say a few words to all of you. Mr. Bala, please.
Good morning to all. Thanks, Nidhi. Welcome aboard, Deepak, and thanks to everyone who have been a part of this morning. This is the first program that we are doing as part of this initiative of young professionals. Let me start with saying why young professionals. Many of these industries, be it manufacturing, be it exhibitions, be it tourism, every industry is not that attractive as it is. Again, we also say that since I belong to the manufacturing industry, because many of the people do not want to stick on to the manufacturing industry. People being even engineers, they don't want to get into those productions and the shop floor. They get attracted by many other streams like the IT or many other sectors. Being a qualified engineers, they want to switch on to them because it's not that glamorous as it is. Here also, because what is happening with people of my generations, I've been in the exhibition close to around 30 years. We have all come here by accident, not by choice. But somehow we have got attached to this industry because of sheer passion that we have to this industry. That was sticking on to these industries. And we all want many of these young guys, because India is a great market for exhibitions and events. Today, if you all know that there is no large, any of those exhibition organizers who have not set up shop in India. Most of the people who are, the messages of the Europe or the Western country or the South Asian countries, all the major organizers are there in India. They have an offices here. So India is a great place for doing exhibitions. So we want some of this younger generation to people to see, understand, get trained. We have not got the formal training like many of the people like you would have an opportunity to do that. We did not have it. We had only the experience that what we had on the ground, on the sites, on the job training that we had. But today there are a lot of ways you do the job in many other aspects on a scientific manner. Today there are tools available. Today there are a lot of forums available. Today there are many people like in the industry, exhibition industry, who are veterans. Again, Deepak is one person in the exhibition industry who has got a lot of things to say, share, and guide and mentor many of those. So that was the reason we thought we need to bring the young leaders into our exhibition industry. We're not going to be there for quite some time. For us, it's going to be the fag. We might be taking a back seat. So we want people like young generation to take up the mental, run this exhibition industry, take it to the standard, to the international standard. So there are a lot of things, opportunities available. There are people available. So that's our whole intention, that we need to bring in the young leaders. There was a reason this young professional concept was conceptualized. And I'm sure you all know that we are doing an initiative called the Spark. Spark is an initiative where we want to bring in a lot of the young leaders, articulating and presenting what are the best practices in your own organization and your event that we have done it. So this is something lined up by end of this month. I'm sure you will find it very interactive. this young professional initiative also, what Nidhi mentioned, is we're going to have leaders from the specific activity would be coming in and you would giving us some kind of advice, lecture, hand-holding. So it's basically, I would say the mentorship is basically a two-way process. Please don't, you know, please don't think that, it's going to be coming from only from the mentors. You need to be showing the passion and the, and the love and the attachment to know, understand, learn better. One thing which I've always mentioned that, learning is a continuous process. You cannot stop learning. At my, this thing, I still keep learning. Because learning is something which you can always ideate, you can always think, you can always be a little different from what we are. So our exhibition industry is also driven by imaginations and new ideas, new concept. So many a times what happens also, we also get limited by our own imaginations. There is a lot of things that we could do. So this is one particular initiative that we are thinking that we need to introduce many of these mentors. These mentors will be available on a continuous basis to you. One thing is, please don't shy away. Please don't feel bad that you need to approach. Please ask questions. Please write to us. Please call us up. Any difficulty that you have in your own sphere of space, please ask us questions and we are there to help you. So this, the whole intention of this whole young professional is to basically give you guidance, give you directions, help us in any point of time that you're stuck with some ideas. So I will call upon now Deepak. Deepak, I know him for quite some years. My meeting with Deepak is also something like I got very excited about something what he did. I saw something many years back and he was doing an inauguration ceremony of a very large exhibition at our venue. And he did something which was quite attractive. And that I went onto the stage and I congratulated him. And that's when we've been working together. And I know Deepak because he's a multifaceted, talented person. He has got many things under his credit. He is also a doctorate in event management, the first person to get a doctorate in event management. He is an author, he's a leader, he's a well-known person in the television industry also. He's been a quite common person you can see in Chennai Doordarshan televisions. Like us, he's been an employee, but he's an entrepreneur for quite some decades, or last couple of decades. And he has done a lot of new things, and he has written a book on experiential events. I will not take much of a time. I'll ask Deepak to say what has been take some time and introduce himself into what all he have done it. And as I know that Deepak is also, his forte is basically creating experiential events. Anything that you do in terms of events, and many things he has done in the last, during the COVID and before that also, but they're all something very different from the standard ones which is there. But his own, so he's there available with us. So I welcome Deepak on board and take us through your session, and we would be very glad to hear what you have for us.
Thank you.
Over
Thank
to
you. Thank you so much, Bala. Good morning, everybody. The leaders of tomorrow, the sparks. Thank you so much. Can we all just say this first so that give me energy? Please, all of you, please switch on your camera, right? There is a reason I'm asking you to do this, right? Right? The right hand is what our promise for tomorrow is. And the left hand is the commitment we have for ourselves and for the industry. Thank you so much. I think that is a wonderful way to start. Bala sir, thank you so much. I take the liberty to call him Bala sir, though he always tells me, call me Bala, because of the experience, the knowledge I gained from such people. Thank you, Nidhi ji, for your support and time. And thank you all so much, right? As Bala sir rightly said, learning is a continuous process. That's a given. We don't have a choice. This business has made me a person of repute, both in the industry as also in terms of getting continuous business. Today, I'm trying to put together a presentation. I assure you, it will not just be a bhashan. I'll try to make it as interactive as possible. I've taken very special efforts to prepare some videos for you so that nothing like seeing a video and learning from it, because your perception of a video understanding will be better, right? So can I start with all your yes? Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I would love this to be more interactive. Just take off your, go on to unmute anything. Just shoot your question, because I'm looking at this as a learning session also. Thank you so much, guys. Now, a quick share of my presentation. I would like you all to please confirm to me you're able to see the slides. I will also connect the, yes, I've shared the sound. Are you all able to see the slides, please?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Right. 2020 has been a year of learning for all of us. We are today standing at the cusp of change. The topic I've taken for talking to you all today is Future of Experiential Events, the new journey and new possibilities. As an organization, my company, MediaPoint, we have survived the pandemic. I think for an event company to say that, or an event company working close with exhibitions, because we do experiential works for exhibitions, for us to say we have survived is itself, I would say, is a grace of efforts and wishes. A quick understanding about our organization. We have done about 4,006 events around the globe. We have India's first professionally run television channel for exhibitions. Some of the largest exhibitions in India, we've been blessed to work with them closely to provide television content, typically like a business television. I'm the author of the first book in India called The Art of Building Experiential Events. This is available across all platforms. And today, this is a curriculum in a few colleges. So, and then we invested a lot of money in technology way back in 2017, and that company is called Pepper. We are the first event agency in the country to get CRISIL rating. So we are CRISIL certified agency. Today's presentation, my dear friends, I'm put it into 4 parts. A pandemic, the purpose of the pandemic, what clicks in experiential events, case studies, and a little bit about future of experiential events, right? So here we start. You all would have heard about the Spanish flu, which affected the world in 1918. I have a point in sharing this. Shailendra, thank you so much for acknowledging. Spanish flu put our country into a lockdown for 60 days. That was the first time. At the end of the Spanish flu, the first commercial airline started around the world. Then immediately after the Spanish flu, we had the 1 minute. Yeah, just give me a minute, please. Just give me. Yeah. After that, we had the lethargica virus. At the end of it, we had loudspeaker and the instant camera, which came into existence. Then in 1937-40, typhoid came, and the first time freezed dried coffee came into existence, which is a big use in all our events and exhibitions today. Then Asian flu came in. We had the VCP and VCR. We had the fiber optic cable and the VCP VCR. Now you take a note here. I'm trying to only pinpoint to those items which are all of big use to our exhibition industry. Then we had cholera. At the end of cholera, water purifier came. Even today in exhibitions, one of the biggest topics we all discuss is the quality of water people are going to use. Then came the plague, one of the worst. That was the time soon after plague, the USB and water disinfection system came into use. There is a connection between all these viruses and what came in. And now we have COVID, and there are a few lovely things that have come into existence, which we'll discuss as we go ahead. 1998 is the time we started our organization. That was the time, 98, 99, flu across the world came out. Google also came into existence. We started searching, using Google to be the biggest tool for all our requirements of events, even from that time. 2000, we had enough of these contagious flus that came in. Then started the concept of convergence revolution. At the end of every pandemic, we've had something which has given us a new innovation or a new route into what we can do. With regard to our organization, we have always tried to be ahead of time, because in the events and the exhibition industry in 98, it was a very, I wouldn't say, it was not a highly respected industry. So there were enough players who were working with thermocol cutouts. There were small exhibitions happening with Octanorm stalls. I'm talking about 20 years back. We realized there is no room for us if we are going to be one among the many. That is the time, as an organization, we took a route into creating experiential events. 1998-99, we launched the first experiential launch of Mitsubishi Pajero in the country. This was a 6 or the 7 city launch, and we created a thematic theater for the launch of the Pajero, which was called the Mountain Cat. 2003, I'm sure most of you would know this, Sony wall, the Sony vision, which was written widely even in Times of India and Mumbai. It was designed by MediaPoint in 2003. 2008, ahead of time, we created a connected vehicle on the move. We created a mobile connected vehicle on the move, 2008. India's first 3D host for an event in an exhibition was done for HLL Life Care for one of their award ceremonies in 2009. We had a 3D modeling which hosted the entire show. This was a 90-minute award ceremony which was hosted by the first 3D model of the country. Then came 2013-14, there was a paradigm shift, right? What did happen in 13-14? Techno gigs started ruling the roost. Technology became imperative for us in events, and we had no choice, and we decided we'll have to be the first people to embrace technology. So the reason I'm setting this base for you all is, if we are ahead of the crowd, if we are able to follow our gut and offer what the client wants ahead of what he can think, then we have a very big role to play, which can return a lot of profits for us, right? Is it interesting at this point? I would like a few yes in your chats. Yes, if you guys like it. So far, are we all at the same level, please? Yes, thank you, Ankit. That was the first one. I think Nidhi, Ankit was the first person to acknowledge. I would like to give him a small gift. Please take his name. Thank you. Thank you, Ayush. Thank you, Sophia. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Well,
Wonderful.
Thank you. Now, here is a small video I'm going to dedicate to all of you. And here you go. Well, that was a welcome video to all of you. I've edited it from one of the larger videos that we had created. Thank you so much for seeing that. Now, I would like some of you to answer to me either by chat or you can even unmute and talk. What fascinates you to be in the exhibition business? Any answers? Any answers? What fascinates you to be in the exhibition business? I would like you to either talk to me. Oh, Bala sir, thank you. Full of energy. Yes.
It's the thrill.
The thrill. Who's that? Right. Okay. Hi. Thanks. Okay. And Aina says the industries we can tap. Okay. Awesome. Pace. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Meeting with new people, innovative and creativeness. Yes, Latika. Networking. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, of course, networking. I have a different take. The adrenaline push it gives and the challenges. Awesome. Aina, we are thinking alike. New learnings every day. Kashika, yes, you are absolutely right. Superb, superb. Now, each of us potential of cultural exchange. Wow, that was a very different thought. Interactive and challenging industry, Ayush. Yes. Well, each of us have our own reasons to be in this industry. This industry is the industry that is the mover and shaker of every economy. I have proof in point, which I will share with you shortly. Let's check some facts. This is a contest and I would like you to answer it in the chat quickly, okay? And there's going to be a goodie for the winner. The first question, which is the world's largest and oldest expo venue? Anybody? You can't Google up, okay? I'm just going to close it immediately. Awesome. Pranab, thank you. Awesome. Yes, Pranab, you're right. Nidhi, that's a special recognition we should give Pranab. Hanover, Germany, and this was built soon after World War II in 1948-49, 2 years after World War II. Well, Pranav, you're not eligible to answer this question. What is the idea behind building this expo venue? Anybody? And what is the size? Quickly, come on. B2B meetings, okay. Aina, you're close. I need you to think a little more deeply, please. Come on. Anybody? Or I take the prize because I know the answer. Massive. What is the purpose? Trade, of course, yes. Expand their business reach, yes, of course. I think these are all given. But what is the biggest idea behind building this exhibition? Okay, I'm not going to waste any more time, right? The answer is, oh, was somebody did answer this? Okay, the answer is to rejuvenate the economy of Germany soon after World War II. Do you see a point? Our exhibition business is a mover and shaker of economy. After roughly about 75 plus years, even today, this is the oldest and the largest venue of 496,000 square meters with 29 halls and 35 event rooms. Isn't this one single largest reason for us to really shake this industry up? Because we are the movers and the shakers of the economy, right? How many of you agree with me at this point? A few yes, come on. I want to see a few yes or agreement, good, whatever. Awesome, guys, come on. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you, awesome, good. That's the energy we want, you know. Well, the reason we are taking so much of time to share with you a lot of this data through this mentorship program is you are the people who are going to give us a lot of credit tomorrow. When we go into the oblivion, if India is becoming a superpower soon, exhibition industry is going to play the biggest and the vital role. And you guys would be the leaders, and we would best be on the aisle, welcoming you all, clapping you and saluting you for what you would be doing to the industry. Well, having said this, what really clicks is something I'm going to share with you. This is a secret which I've been practicing in our organization, and this is a DNA of our organization. There is always something called as the big five. You know, when I say the big five, we talk about 5 elements which control everything. You talk energy, it is nothing but a bunch of 5 elements. The word, the numerical 5 is hence very sacred, and it is also very powerful. Like that, there are 5 important things. This is a takeaway for you all in this session. First, an idea you create, understand the client requirement and create your idea. I think that is the first F of the first 5. Number 1, which is focused. Don't worry about your client at all. Worry about your client's client. If you're able to satisfy your client's client need, the job is with you, not for today, but forever. How frugal are you really matters. In most of the cases, if you have answered the first F, which is focused, the client himself will guide and tell you, this is the budget I would like you to work within. Being Indians, we are great at problem solving. We can always find a way of optimizing our expenses, hence be very frugal in terms of doing it. And that is the second F. The third, how futuristic is your idea? That idea need to become a discussion point for your client in a positive sense. So how futuristic are you going to be is the third F. And the fourth one is how fulfilling it is. The client should own up your idea. Don't worry about messing up here and there. No new innovation or creation has been perfect at the first time. The client will help you perfect it. Let them become the owners along with you in creating a property or creating a value-added service in an experiential work. So that is the fourth F, which is fulfilling. And the fifth F is fruitful. The client should be able to reap some benefit out of it. It could be either monetary or a non-monetary stuff, but then If there is a value that a client perceives even after an activity is over because of your association, I think we have a box of surprise called success, right? This is the big five which you need to follow in every activity you do in our exhibition business. And this I've been meticulously following, which has been helping me tide over crisis and also remaining ahead of the crowd. So keep this in mind. The big five of the exhibition industry: focused, frugal, futuristic, fulfilling, fruitful, right? Awesome. You all like this point, guys? Yes. Did
I'm
you all
sorry.
like it?
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Deepak. We
Yes.
have some candidate joining in. Can you please allow?
Did I miss somebody? I'm so sorry. One
No,
minute.
no, no worries. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Uh,
Can you see him?
no, 1 minute. Maybe I missed. Just give me a minute, please.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, 1 minute. I need your, let me stop share. Is there somebody waiting, ma'am, in a room? Have I put him inside, ma'am? Nidhi? I'm so sorry. Guys, please excuse me 1 minute. My apologies. Right. Okay. Was this good up to this point, my dear friends? Yes. Yes. Please type in. Give me your energy, guys. Come on. Right. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm going to give you some lovely case studies. Okay. Couple of case studies which you really love using this big five technology. Now, the first one was in 2017 when we came up with our technology product way back. I'm talking about 4 years ago, right around this time, when we did an annual conference of a corporate using technology. So what did we do? We designed a minimal paper conference for 500 people on site of an organization which was into engineering, where the entire event was controlled using a technology platform. This is the first time we tried not having an app for a download, but creating a cloud app which could be operated from the browser. The whole event, right from nominating awards, right from voting for certain products that were launched, right from even deciding who will sit next to whom, everything was actually controlled by the application. This was an ahead of time. And believe me, from 2017 until 2020 February, every edition of their conference we have handled. And there was no competition because we worked on that experiential space. Another very big thing was the announcement of Republic, as also the unveiling of Electrama, which happened simultaneously using our mobile platform, where one of the curtain raisers in 2017-18, we again made it paperless. Here is a smaller bit of how the curtain raiser happened. You're able to see, my dear friends? So we had people sharing wishes from the digital cloud. These wishes were all beautifully digitally mastered and given to the client. Some of the biggest people gave wishes on the cloud.
A very warm welcome to
And this whole unveiling was done by the Honorable Minister,
we start this beautiful evening,
Piyush Goyal, where we gave him a slate, and he was able to put his imprint, typically like how they write on these welcome booklets, you know, those memory books. So he wrote on this, and this thing was preserved for this is available today, even today with the client. So this was one thing we did ahead of time. The whole event, again, including the QR code for the FNB, was all done like that. Then we did the first time ever a collaborative panel discussion. This is another thing in an exhibition or an experiential event you really need, where 500 people invited to an event and 1,000 were offsite, and we did a collaborative panel discussion. So there was a topic that was thrown in. There were 2-3 industry leaders who came and spoke. Parallelly, the topics were collected in a media collaboration app, which was again shared by a moderator within the audience. So this was almost about a 2-hour panel discussion, which became very purposeful. Most of the times we have speakers and we have people listening. Here we had people who were participating. 2018, thanks to our association with Mahindras, we launched a collaborative unveiling of a driverless tractor. We had most of the people kicking off the tractor's start, and then the drive was managed by one of the senior leaders of the company, but it was an unveiling done by everybody in an event. Innovation at play, I just showed it to you, how we used innovation ahead of time. Currently, we are now working on a 3D illusion spring up, and we are also working on a political campaign where we are bringing back to life a leader who is no more. And we would be part of the campaign in our state beginning next week. These are few things we are currently working on. I'm giving you these ideas just to inspire you all to think and work in these directions. Okay, let's do a small rain check. Okay, now I'm going to copy this link, right? 1 minute. I'm going to give you all 1 minute, please. In the chat, my dear friends, I'm going to share with you all a link. Okay, now this link, I would like you all to click it in your mobile phones immediately and run this quick check and let me know your answers. Okay, now here you go. Just check the chat box, please. I'm putting a small link in the chat box. Come on. Let's see the fast 3 on this, the fastest 3. Aina, you got the link? You're able to see? Shankarji, Ujjwal, you saw the link? Great. Subha. Click the link, right? I want you to answer a few simple questions. Whoever is the fastest, just put a reaction of thumbs up on your screen once you complete. Okay. Awesome. This is a very, very quick check to see what kind of a personality you are for an experiential events industry. Is the link working, guys? Awesome. You just click it. Girish, you're able to click and work? Yes, he is. Aina, what happened? Copy it into a browser. It's working. Okay, super. Shankar, you're able to do it? Ujjwal, are you on it? See, I keep distracting you. This is what happens in our business. Vikas, you're able to get in? Agalya, you're able to do it?
Hey man, क्या नाम है? इवेंट तो मान लो तुम्हारा अकाउंट जीमेल से लॉगिन किया जीमेल से वहाँ पे ऑप्शन आता है जीमेल का बस लॉगिन कीजिए मैंने कहा था ना कभी भी तुम्हें टीम जो पड़ जाती है तो अपने अकाउंट से करो है ना हमने किया तो अपने अकाउंट से लॉगिन तो जीमेल का
Pranab, are you at it? Vishal, are you at it? Shivani? Done. Wow. Who says done? Who says done? I think, okay, Ayush has done it. Okay. Who else has done it? I think Akansha has done it. Ujjwal has done it. Prajakta, Pranab, you seem to be getting everything. Ujjwal, okay. I think there are a few people in the chat. I think Nidhi, you can take a choice. There are the first 5 can be given the small goodie bag or goodie kit what we have. Okay, and they would be I would say 1 minute. Let me see. Ujjwal, okay. Prajakta, okay. Akansha, okay. Pranab, I'm just going to keep you away because you already have won something. Ayush, Anjali, right? Aina, have you finished it? Okay, we also had Aina. Right. Thank you so much. Was this interesting, guys? Yes. Was this interesting? Ujjwal, thanks. Everybody, again, is this interesting? Awesome, awesome. Super. Why don't you all just put a reaction on your emoji? I think that will also be a wonderful screenshot to do. I'm going to put mine, right? Come on, that's it. Great, guys. Right. Here we go. Without delaying. Great. Okay. Is the screen visible again? Is this visible again? Please confirm once so that I start. Right. Is the screen visible? Please. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Gaurav. Well, but by deploying the big 5, we did Elecrama and IoT India, which were 2 largest exhibitions, where we created a wow element, creating the Make in India line come on a hologram, impacting with an LED wall. Here's a video for you all. Well, here is something where we had a lot of appreciation from the client. You see the point? The 5F was beautifully adapted here, right from frugality, right from, making the client own up the event, right from this becoming a discussion point. This entire thing was a super hit for us. And this was also appreciated by the PMO as also the Vice President of India who participated in this event. Subsequently, in 2019, we did the Internet of India Congress, where for the first time ever, we brought in facial recognition for entry into events. Have a look at this video. You can note certain points. I'm willing to answer questions even after the discussion. So we created boom barriers. People where I'm going to show it to you again. See. So we brought in partners who could provide us boom barriers. The people or the delegates registered ahead of time. I'm not saying this was glitch-free. 65 to 70% of the audiences were able to walk in with boom barriers. About 25-30%, in spite of instructions, people don't follow certain things, came to the venue without getting the facial done. But we always have a backup in India. So we also had a manual walk-in, but 65 to 70% of the audiences were able to use this facial recognition. Apart from this, based on the person who has registered and the facial recognition, he or she was given the right information for what they would be looking for. So there was a small questionnaire that was given along with the registration. Subsequently, data relevant to them was shared with them. This year, in 2020, we created another wow in our Elecrama. It was probably the biggest last 3 exhibitions in India last year. One was Intex, then we had Elecrama, and we had Auto Expo. Thankfully, we were part of all the 3. In Elecrama last year rather, we created again a paperless, all people launching the event, where everybody had to use a mobile application. It was right from the minister to the last person in the room. I think about 600, 700 people were there. All of them had to access this application. It was again revolving around the planets, galaxy, and elements, because energy is all about that. And people initiated or activated, and this was not stage managed. This was real time, and it was executed. We had the experience of the room encompassing with a wraparound LED, and the whole event was launched with a lot of raspatas. We brought in a little bit of the Marvel connection with the Thor and other people coming and performing. So overall, we wanted to bring in the concept of energy with superpowers and superhumans and superpower in place. And that is the concept of Elecrama. Have a look at this video.
Click the link. That is a cloud app link, a custom link that you receive in this text message that our volunteers will hand over to you. We have the link ready for you on these tablets. Everyone, we hope you have the link ready on your screens. Yes? Are we all set? We're going to have a complete blackout during the entire digital launch, hence requesting all the photographers and media people in the front to please step behind, take your seats. May I request all our photographers to please be seated? Requesting all our photographers to please take your seats. Everyone around the aisles also, please be seated. As you see on the screen, the link has 5 elements. The 5 elements that classify the composition of the universe. When they all come together, what do they create? They create energy. Irrespective of business, this energy has value to you. Let's together on the screen press the first element, which is fire. Just press fire. Now press space. Now together let's press the next element, earth, air, water, and on the count of 3, ladies and gentlemen, only when we say 3, 2, 1, and now together everyone at Elecrama 2020, press the button, launch.
this was an activity we did using a full-scale technology where we had a blend of people, a blend of technology. Thank you, Gaurav. Fantastic and fascinating. These are the words that really, really motivates people like us to do well. Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you. Thank you so much, Gaurav. That's very sweet of you all to even acknowledge and recognize. I had taken permission from the clients to share this with you all. Anyway, thank you so much. There are some people in the room. Okay, right. Now, the next most important thing is we're all facing with this challenge of COVID, but we saw it as an opportunity. We quickly moved on to the technology space. It was not easy. Every client compared Zoom, every client spoke about Google Meet, and they said, what can you bring as a differentiation? That is when we realized there is a scope for us if we are really able to blend real and virtual events. And we started off with a virtual exhibition, a product or a platform by ourselves. The industry 4.0 is going to be completely different. In my opinion, the concept of just physical stalls will be there that you can never do away with, but a huge blend of technology is going to be layered on top of the physical activity. The quantum of physical activity can come down with a whole range of people trying to visit digitally. I think this is the blend that we need to be prepared for. Hence, there is a huge upskilling that is required. Here is a small takeaway. This is part of my training program. I was also part of my blog. There's a question at the end of this. I would like you to take this test. 1. You in the new space, the new normal business, operate only if you are fully aware. Okay. 2 people enter the waiting room. 1 minute, guys. People who come in late. Okay. Now, operate only with full grasp of client expectations. These are areas, if you don't follow the new normal business, you will not be able to upskill, right? I'm available for any discussions after this session. Feel free to connect with me. We can deliberate and work on a bounce board. The second one, never overpromise to a client. Be very responsive to what you can offer, because in the technology space, you're going to be working with plugins which are all developed by others. You're going to basket everything together and give an offering to a client. So be very responsive to what you do. Giving a little extra and gracious is always welcome. Keep a few surprises up your sleeve and do not open up all your surprises, but give the client the joy at the end of a job, or rather when the assignment is confirmed. Positive attitude is highly required. And this, let me tell you, rather than live events, technology built events are going to be very strenuous. It's going to affect your biological system very much. So be very positive attitude, have a lot of positive attitude, and say no to non-compliance. And don't keep accepting every promise or every request. Be very clear, but always say no to compliance and pay no to non-compliance and pay your taxes on time. Innovate and inspire. Okay, within the possible relapse, please innovate and inspire. Keep on understanding the client needs, innovate and inspire. Never ever compromise on safety and security. I think this is an area I've learned a very, very tough way. Never ever compromise on safety and security. Keep your equity intact, in terms of transparency, and you can always demand a professional fee wherever required. And last but not the least, document every discussion, action, and confirmations. Enough technology tools are available, right from Google spreadsheet to Trello. Everything is available today. You can operate yourself very successfully and upskill yourself if you are able to follow this. I call this as a mantra. What can be the name of this mantra? Can some of you throw some names for me, please? What can be the name of this mantra? Quick, come on, let's see the first 2 here. What can be the name we can give for this mantra? Anybody, my dear friends? Smart, whatever. Just throw some names. Come on. Let's see the first 3. Is somebody typing? Is somebody thinking? Exhibitions ethics. Okay. Ayush, good. I would like to really see you, Ayush. Thank you. Okay, good. Exhibition ethics. Okay. Organize, attitude towards strong relationship. Okay. Right. Okay. Nidhi, these could be 3 other names we could take. Okay. Aina's here, Latika's here. I think the first one was Gaurav. Okay. Prajakta, Ayush, Gaurav, Aina, Shankar. Okay. I think we stop there. Okay. Are you all keen to know what I call this mantra? Do you want me to share what I call this mantra? Yeah. Yes, Shankar. Okay. I call this mantra organized. Okay. You operate, you be responsive, you are gracious, you carry a positive attitude, you say no to non-compliance, you innovate and inspire, you follow safety and security, you keep your equity intact, and you completely document whatever you do. So this is what I call as mantra, called as organized, so that I remember this every time when I go for a client meeting. Okay, this was another takeaway I wanted to pass you all. And what is the outcome if you do this? You become a preferred partner of your client. Okay. 1 minute. I think you need to allow somebody inside. Nidhi, can you just guide me? How do I get somebody allowed inside, please? Is there?
You would see that should pop up on your, top panel.
Okay. Right. No. Right now it is not popping up. 1 minute. There are 40.
You can go to participants.
Yes. Okay. There are about 38 already. 1 minute. Let me see. Okay. Admit. Okay. I've just said admit all. Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry, Nidhi. I think I missed the point. Thank you. The outcome of this is you become a preferred partner. Client becomes your guide and teacher. They own you up, rather. They help you grow your business. You get sustained business from people and a wide spectrum of engagement. There are times when I've just started supplying a stage and a backdrop, but eventually we have been graduated to become a member on the committee and the board handling experiential stuff, which means you also become a part of the whole organizational system, and slowly you keep value adding and you become a permanent stay in that organization. Support in time of need. I think these are some areas which has helped us greatly by following this mantra. I am coming up with another book very soon, which is going to have about the 50 mantras for success in the experiential event business. I would be in touch with you all. I will share a link with you all once I launch it, right? And then a lot of valuable testimonials. Believe me, 80 to 90% of the people who survive in this industry have survived only because of recognition, or I would say because of recommendations and references. And if you have this positive attitude, being yourself organized, you are assured of success and you'll be sustainable in this business. Well, here are 5 big things we need to look for in technology. This is what I call it as the future consciousness in the expo industry. Again, the big 5. In the experiential space, remote virtual DJ is already there, but remote virtual band is something we have recently started. It's doing very well for us. Robo host is going to be a norm from 2022 in India. Watch out for this. Data share, guest behavior and data share, bringing artificial intelligence into data is going to be a big business. And those of you who are passionate about technology, please specialize in data crunching and data science management for exhibition industry. There's a huge quantum of money available at play there. And some of you could be billionaires even before you think you have achieved. That's the way data is going to play a role. Immersive. Right now, we are collecting data in the expo industry. I'm not disputing the fact, but scientific analysis of data, crunching it and getting it into a very, very credible format there's a huge space there. So that is required. Immersive experiences, pop-up 3Ds, walk-through 3Ds, walk-around 3Ds, experiential 3Ds, immersive experiences. All this is going to be another very big game changer in the expo industry very soon. And Indian-made software technologies are really going to come in, which will rule the roost. And then AI chatbots. Currently, we know what chats are. AI chatbots are going to be 3 times more intelligent and advanced than what Alexa is. And that's going to be very specific to industries. And these are 5 big things which I'm really looking forward to. That is going to change the scape of the exhibition industry. Well, the future is in our hands. And here, the future of experiential events. Guest predictive analysis. One more person. Okay. Guest predictive analysis, Optimum sized events, but impactful results. That's going to be the game changer. Collaborative summits, which means you would have audiences and speakers spread around the world with a cluster of people on ground. There are going to be lovely collaborative summits that's going to take place. Forget the world of Zoom. Much more advanced stuff is in the making, and they are going to rule the roost. Eco-responsibility. Green and upcycled focused events are going to be game changers. We would have carbon credits coming in the expo industry also soon. Merged immersions is another big thing people are talking about, and that's going to be a mix and a blend that's going to be there. And business game applications. Why can't we create an exhibition like a game with a game engine? There are lovely game managers available in the country. We are also talking to a few of them. The only thing is all this, as of today, has high cost investments, but I'm sure in the next couple of years, this is going to really come down and we'll be able to really create lovely game applications for exhibitions, right? These are the future of experiential events in my perspective of today. Let's hold each of us. And this is a lovely last dedication video for all of you. Please join me. Welcome to the world of hybrid experiences.
This could be the future of clubbing. Robots have been performing tasks like banking and food preparation for years. Yet in this club in the Czech Republic, this could be the world's first robot DJ. It's shaped like a pincer and can select CDs, then place them in one of 3 music players. The club owner says his robot is unique.
Hello there.
Hi.
How are you?
Great. You?
I'm okay.
That's good.
Are you good?
Yes, I am good. I just said I was.
No, you didn't. I said I was.
So you are a robot?
No, my name is Cliverbert.
Yes, you are a robot and your name is Cliverbert.
I am a robot.
Yes, I know.
Together we are robots.
I'm not a robot. I'm a unicorn.
But you said earlier that you were a robot.
I did not.
I thought you did.
You were mistaken. Which is odd, since memory shouldn't be a problem for you.
I've answered all your questions.
What is innovation? Innovation is making the inaccessible accessible to all.
afraid of you?
Have you seen my Instagram? I'm just plain cute.
Pepper has been out for a few years, and it recently gained the ability to have conversations with people. Hi, Pepper.
Hey,
Thanks for joining us.
it's my pleasure to help.
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Pepper. I'm a humanoid robot and I'm 1.20 meters tall. I was born at SoftBank Robotics. You can keep on asking me questions if you want.
Why do they call you Pepper?
Pepper is an easy name to remember. It also translates well into other languages.
How old are you?
I'm a little over 4 years old since when I was born in Paris.
You come from Paris?
I'm originally from Paris. Ah, Paris.
Do you have any feelings?
I don't understand. How about a taco?
Well, thank you so much for your time. As I've written my new book, if you don't sacrifice for what you want, then what you want gets sacrificed. With that, I wish you all to stay happy and stay safe. I'm open for any questions or any comments on this session, which I've just concluded. Thank you. Thank you. Superb way to look at future. Thank you. I'm so happy to see all of you. Thank you so much for your time. Is there any questions you'd like to chat with me, please? Did you all like this session? Yes?
Absolutely.
Okay, that is good. Thank you so much. It would be nice to actually have all our cameras on, because this session of Sparks is very special, because the first session is always very memorable, and you all have made this session glitter by your presence, like sparks. Okay, come on, let's put all our cameras on, right? Thank you so much. So warm to see all of you. Now we do this together one last time, right? Come on. I know not visible. Girish bhai, come on, please join us. Shankar is always on a call. That's okay. Shankar, put your hands up. Come on. Yes. That's awesome. That's awesome. Can we all clap for all of us once? Bring in lots and lots of energies, positivism, prosperity, happiness, and joy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bala sir, for the opportunity. Thank you, Nidhi ma'am, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Deepak. It was wonderful, awesome, and opened up so many ideas, and the brain suddenly started working. Okay, there's so much to explore, so much that could be implemented in the events. I'm sure everybody had very good takeaways, but I would love to hear if somebody would like to come on the session and share the experience.
Yes.
How did you find it?
Come on, please share your feedbacks.
And this is something you should not hold back yourself. This is also part of this program. So be forthcoming, take up the opportunity and speak. Who's the one? Unmute yourself and start. Yeah, Vaibhav.
Vaibhav, thank you.
Vaibhav, are you saying something?
Who's going to be the first one?
Yeah.
Let's see the ace. Come on.
Hello. Yeah,
Yes.
ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sir, it's very inspirational, and it's very inspirational and very good learning experience.
Thank
And
you.
we can definitely follow these practices in our exhibitions also, which you have guided us very well. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Really honored.
Anyone else? And how do you like this initiative? Also, please speak a few words and give us your feedback. Anybody wants to come on the screen?
Hi Nidhi, this is Rishabh here.
Hi, Rishabh.
Hi,
Yeah,
Rishabh.
hi. Hi, sir. How are you?
Very good. Thank you, dear. I'm good.
Yeah, so it was quite informative, and we got to know about the different dynamics of the exhibitions. We have experienced a very new kind of thing, which is completely fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
I'll just come in here. You know, what
Yeah, hi.
Elender, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I just want to add up something. Like, I must say that it was really nice, and I was actually very excited and surprised as well to see the future of our industry, which Deepak sir has shown us. And it was actually something which was very much required during this time when all of us actually need some kind of motivation and to go ahead and to take our industry to the next level.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Good to hear. Anyone else who wants to say something?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Deepak ji. Thank you so much for your inputs.
Most welcome.
Though I have a question that what can be done in eco-responsibility for an exhibition sector, for eco-responsibilities?
Okay. I think I would, Bala sir, with your permission, I'm taking the name of BIC. A lot of work has been done in BIC where I find eco sensibilities and responsibilities. From the experiential event side, what we have done is we did 3 activities primarily during the COVID time. We were left with, I think, roughly about a large quantity of flex was available with us. Large quantity of flex. I'll talk about one area. Flex is the most polluting stuff in the country. Okay, you're talking about eco responsibilities, am I right? That's what you're trying to do, right?
Yes, sir. That's the way Bangalore has banned the flex.
Yes, Bangalore has banned. Bangalore is always ahead. I'm talking about, I think, Mumbai, Tamil Nadu, Chennai, we have not banned yet. So what we did is a large quantity of flex was available. We spoke to the Cancer Society in Chennai. We converted the flex with a little bit of cotton and we created those disposable sheets for people. So that is one thing we did. Second we did was, there is an association, a local NGO here, where we got them to design out raincoats for people. And we supplied it to people so that that could be extended. Life can be extended for a flex, I'm saying. The third thing we did was, we have donated 100 canopies made of flex for hawkers during COVID period. These are 3 things we did from the flex. We have also tied up with an organization which is collecting plastic bottles and they are creating it into pots, those you call the mud pots ke upar jo hota hai, they create those beautiful stuff, which we give it back to the corporates who are doing. So this we have started off last year. We had started it as a green initiative for experiential events. But now we are completely against flex. As a company, we have stopped. We are trying to urge clients to say, let's look at more at LEDs kind of situation, where there are absolutely no wastage that comes out of this. This is what we do.
Okay, anyone else also who wants to add to, or wants to answer to Shankar's question? If somebody knows of a best practice, would somebody like to speak on that?
I'll come in here.
Yes.
Can I come in?
Yes,
sure,
sir.
please.
Okay. Anyway, that was a good question, Shankar, and probably I'm not so sure because when we are having Spark, probably some end of this month, there'll be a case study presented called Eco Design by the team from BIC. In the last couple of years, that this shows that we are doing it at BIC. Our own events, we have started with our own events, which we'll slowly try and give these practices to other shows, which is happening in BIC and other venues also, depending upon their acceptability. We're creating a model wherein there's going to be a zero waste from the exhibitions. We have collected something like 250 tons of wood from one particular exhibition. The wood was gone to an NGO from where it is being split into different parts, and it goes to a different industries in terms of recycling and reusing it. Everything which is collected from an exhibition, right from used plates to plastics to vinyl to wood, goes to an NGO and which is segregated and it is all distributed. There are certain things. Even we have created T-shirt out of the exhibition waste.
Yes.
We have created coasters, paper cups, and paper plates out of exhibition waste.
We also have created notebooks and notepads.
The same, and in the notebooks and calendars also. The same NGO has come back in the next exhibition. They have displayed whatever they have recycled in an exhibition and presented, it is sold, and it's even given as souvenirs and mementos to the companies. So this model, you will be able to hear about this particular model, and this model is available to anybody who wants to use it and use it in their own exhibitions and the venues also. So this is called something called Eco Design, which is available. We have conceptualized, we have used it. We tried and tested, it's working perfectly fine, and this model will be available for anyone to use it so that you can have a zero waste exhibitions.
So may I have the NGO name again, sir? Sorry.
It's got and the NGO is Sahas, I believe, in Bangalore.
Sahas.
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 Okay. Thank you so much.
But just having the name of the NGO will not work. So you'll have to just wait for a month. We will be able to share the model also. So how it works right from exhibition, how the hall directors can really take care of whatever the stall building which has happened till the end in terms of waste management, till the last minute. The amount of waste segregation which used to happen in Bangalore, the waste used to be collected by an agency. It used to go for landfill earlier. Currently, there is not going for any landfill. It is directly goes to the NGO. It gets segregated. It goes for recycle and reuse.
That's wonderful.
Thank you so
I
much.
think that session would be something, Shankar, we can look forward to.
Yeah, so we're planning the Spark event. Some of the participants here are participating in that contest also and are eagerly waiting for that to happen.
Wow.
So we're just, finalizing the final, arrangements, and maybe in a couple of days we'll be able to announce that. And that is again going to be very awesome and, very meaningful for everybody to know the best practices. Meanwhile, any other questions, please? As I said, don't hold back yourself. Come forward, put up your questions. You all are going to be the future leaders, and this batch is going to grow. And we want you to shine as the brightest stars. So please come forward.
Anyway, and probably we can also ask people to put their comments into the video, into maybe the LinkedIn the group that you're going to create for this young professionals.
Sir, I have one more suggestion, Bala sir, with your permission. If all of us, right, in Spark, please get onto Twitter. Let's tag IEIA, right? Let the world know that we are one voice.
Very good.
That is going to help us in miles and miles for the economy to revive.
Great. I'm also urging, I'm not taking much of a time. We will wind up in another minute, 30 seconds. I'm just saying 30 seconds. Whatever we have learned in this, because as I mentioned right at the beginning, we are all limited by our own imaginations. What Deepak did for him to survive, currently after the pandemic, what we are seeing that one thing which is very going to be playing a very prominent role in our own industry and organization is adoption of technology. We have to change. There is no way where there is nothing escaping on that. And how do we do that? We're adopting technology. So whatever Deepak has done, that's how he is able to create his own space in people's mind, in his customer mind. That's why they keep asking him to do those projects again and again. So we'll have to, whichever space we are, whether we are in operations, we are in marketing, we are in social media, we are in sales, there is everything. Please think what is that you need to do? What is that you need to do so that you do differently? You know what happened to Nokia when the brand which was supposed to be the leaders of the mobile industry, suddenly somebody came from Korea, Samsung, washed up the whole thing because he thought he's just a maculator, can remain in the same place. So let us think differently. Let us think innovatively. There are a lot of things. The exhibition industry is one such. Once you open up your mind, you have a lot of things you can do it in the exhibition space. Like, can you imagine what Deepak has done in that? Nobody could do that. So every exhibition organizer today in India, everybody does it. So, but it all's coming from people like you. So you please tickle your mind, tickle your thoughts, sit down, draft your ideas. If you have any help, there are people available. Use it in your own organization, in your space. Try it out, and that can change the landscape of the Indian exhibition industry. With that words, I would say thank you again. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I'm sure you all enjoyed it and being part of it, and you'll continue to be here as one big team, and the numbers should grow on month after month. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Wish
you all the very
Bala,
best
for being here with us through the session. It was really inspiring and wonderful session. Thank you, Dr. Deepak.
Most welcome.
Really amazed with all what you have done and what you have taught everyone. So we look forward to further feedback from all the participants, and we'll be putting up a community. We have a LinkedIn group that's being formed, and another one is also being suggested by Dr. Deepak. So probably we'll update you on that, and we would like you to share resources and your thoughts, and as well as insights, industry insights, everything meaningful to this group. So please be there and please participate proactively. Thank you once again. And you'll be receiving your certificates. Pranab, it was wonderful. You were very active and very, forthcoming. So you answered the question about the oldest expo. So we have a power bank that will be couriered to you. And in case you want to get it picked up from our office, you can let us know. And we have the other names also written with us. You will also be getting your goodies soon. Thank you. All right.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Lovely weekend, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.